Okay, YouTube, welcome back to Dwarf Fortress 2014 with the Flying Phent. This is Nighthall, episode number 44. And I did mention that I thought this would look pretty cool in Stone Sense, so I went ahead and gave it a try. You can see I had it loaded up once there. So let's go ahead and do it again. Let's take a look, for those who may be curious to see how Stone Sense looks with this. So there you go. Here is the main floor. Let me just kind of back it up a little bit so we can get a whole fort in. There we go. So you can see there's the bridge at the front. Here's my kind of four corners. You can see the bridges are designated to be made. There's kind of grass and stuff overgrown everywhere. That's all going to get cleaned up at some point. I noticed that they tile all the wood different colors, which is interesting. Of course, we didn't. I didn't care because all the wood was brown in the game. But of course, here it's all different colors, which not. I kind of was hoping they'd all look the same, but that's fine. This is the first level up. So, I mean, the eventual goal, for those who aren't aware, is to have archers on here and have a moat around the outside. Obviously, that's going to take a while, but eventually we'll get up there, have some archers up here, and potentially have multiple levels with some towers, or, who knows. We can make quite a nice project out of this, possibly. What is this? Oh, that's, I see, that's designated floor, and this is designated floor. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Sounds good. And that's, of course, our ramp they used to get up there. All right, so if we go down, this is, of course, the stairway that we have that leads down. You can see this is the area that was dug out accidentally because I'm an idiot. And then this was the hospital bed. This is the danger rooms. With the you can see the armor stands in the corner. One axe lord is obviously training, the other one's on his way in. And here's where the additional ones are go. This, of course, is where you can just see down through the open spaces. And this is where you have designated areas. Is what the yellow is if you're not if you never used it before. So down another level. This is our first layer of farming. So there's our 4 farms in the corner. You can see all of our cats out there. Here's our where all our sheep are stored with our workshops and our our bucket storage, I believe it is, and then our 2 fowl storage areas, or whatever you want to call them, or 2 hen houses, with, of course, miscellaneous, butcher, tanner, all that type of stuff all around here. Kitchens, stockpile, all that type of good stuff. We go down another level, and of course there's a second farm level. There's additional farms. Here we get into, the brewery and all that type of stuff is out here. Down into there's the wood burners, of course. So that looks pretty cool. We go down another level. This is where, and I'll start panning over a little bit more because everything kind of centers a little bit forward. This is, of course, where we're storing all of our bones and whatnot. This is our Craft Dwarf's workshop for making the finished goods. That's the stockpile for them. And here's our, we have 2 masons and 2, a stoneworker and a Craft Dwarf's workshop for the stoneworker and a mechanics workshop. And that's our 2 wood stockpiles there. We keep going. Oh, that's up. Keep going down. This is, of course, where I was talking about the 3 high kind of fancy plaza entranceway thing. And you can see I put the doorway too high there. That's a nice little feature that I like. And when this is all dug out, this whole entranceway, that's what it's going to be like, right? And you can see it's nice and long with all these. It's going to have these nice pillars. I like that in Dwarf Fortress they're round. I'm a little sad that they're square here, but they are round in the game, and that's good enough for me. I don't use this too often. This is actually the first time I've used it. And of course, there's our trade depot. We keep going down. We got a few levels blank, and then this is our first living quarter level, which of course we can't see. Once again, this is all going to be channeled out as well, right? And so this will be a nice big high hall, and this will be a nice big high hall. The hallways obviously aren't going to be like that, so I think these levels are not going to be channeled out. These here around the stairway are just going to be, individual levels. But then when you get down, obviously the main hall is going to be all dug out, right? So that'll be nice. But yeah, let's make our way down. There we go. So you can see that's, of course, this is where our sarcophagi are, our coffins, housing our dwarves. It's interesting, too, to notice that even though I hid the stone in the game, it's not hidden here. So you see the stone all over the place. That's kind of interesting. But there you go. There's the living quarters. We'll go down another few levels. There's our top level of storage, right? This is all the finished goods. This is a workshop level, as denoted by the W. That's not quite built yet. Here's the workshops. Right, our weaponsmith. Oh, and the armorsmith. I didn't realize they'd both gotten already. They're both working. Fantastic. Then the last storage level, and that's it. Nothing below. So there you go. If you were curious, that's what our fort looks like in Stone Sense. This is Nighthall in Stone Sense. And I think it's an appropriate name, right? Because it is filled with halls. So there you go. All right, I'll shut that down. We'll get back to the game. That only tied up 5 minutes, so hopefully those who are interested in it were happy, and those who weren't don't feel like they were cheated out of significant portion of gameplay. What I can do, however, is get one of my good danger rooms going. So there we go. Done selecting. Done selecting. Oh. Wait a minute. Am I selecting the same ones over and over again? No. Okay, good. Whew. For a minute there, I thought I was losing my mind. There we go. Done selecting. Done selecting. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I don't have enough. Look at that. I thought I did. Right, 6. So I need 14 more. Wow, that took way too long for that simple math. I need 14 more. Alright, fair enough. So I'll come down here. I want to keep an eye on these guys. They're already building. There is no... Oh, I'm not in the right place. I was going to say there is no built goods yet, but I'm not even in the right place. We have 1 iron battle axe and 1 iron breastplate already. Oh, it's fantastic. We're going to be able to get guys training real soon. Oh, yeah. Okay, and then the priority was to get this leveled out. Is it? It is. It is indeed leveled out. Fantastic. So let's go ahead then and make sure that all this stuff is redesignated. I think that is it. Yeah, I think so. I'll have to backtrack a little bit there to make sure they get it all, but the important thing is that my caravan can get in, if and when it shows up. The caravan can get in, he won't complain, right? If we do Shift D, you can see he's got access all the way there, and up and out. Perfect. So let me just actually come up here. You should check this every once in a while to make sure that trees haven't, like if a tree were to grow, in my case, let me turn this off. If a tree were to grow in my case, you know, if one tree grew here, and one tree grew here, they would probably complain, oh, there's no access, because they can't actually get to those paths. That's also why I made 2 of them, right? So that if a tree does grow and block one of them, the other path should work. The other path down should still work. So that's kind of my whole plan. It may look random, but believe it or not, I did it with a lot of forethought. Oh, can't make any more iron battle axes, which means we also can't... Oh, they use multiple bars per... Oh, see, I thought it would just be 1 bar per unit. But that is not the case. That is not the case at all. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, not a problem. So this is happening. Bridges are being constructed. Are they? Are they, though? Do we have architects working on this now, finally? The answer to that question is no. And one was at a party. What's the other one doing now? Reload. Architecture. Good, that's what it's sorted by. One is partying, the other one's eating. It's hard to criticize a man for eating. I mean, if he's eating a lot, non-stop, incessantly, that might be a problem. But I'm not going to judge the guy just because I saw him eating once. I don't know what his eating habits are like. Maybe he hasn't eaten in 3 days. How the floor is coming. Almost done up there. Perfect. Yeah, we canceled all the making of the things. That's too bad, really. So we got 3 axes, 2 breastplates, and a helm. I definitely need at least 1 more helm. Armor, iron, helm. Make at least 1 more helm, man. You can do it. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Is one of these still missing? Oh, I hit tab by accident. I do that a lot. I hit the wrong key by accident. Does one of these still not have a puppy assigned? Yeah, this one, it's chained. This one, he is not chained. So that one doesn't have the puppy assigned yet. These 2 are both set up, though, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. Out of curiosity, do I happen to have I've only got one dog. I was going to say, is he going to spit out babies so I can regrow my flock? But I guess he can't, right? Because it's a female, but I've only got one adult. So I definitely need more dogs. And that's a very common thing for me. I quite often find myself wishing I had more dogs. I have yet to find myself in a position where I wish I had less dogs. They're not like cats, right? You don't just end up with a dog explosion. I suppose it's possible, but you'd probably need a lot of dogs. Look at all these spears getting moved. Going out here to build our danger room. That's good, because if you remember, the one storage area was just absolutely overloaded with spears. So this will get them out of there. Good. Good. I did ask for 4 statues to be built. I see 2 of them there. Is this a wooden one? No, this is an artifact, isn't it? Yeah. Good. That's fine. That is indeed fine. Alright, you guys finished now? Is someone working on this? Yes, someone is working on one. Oh, someone finished one of them. Excellent. Just waiting for a mason. Speaking of masons and finished things, they did finish putting that floor in. Let's go ahead and redesignate the next section out of nice blocks. We're down to 32 of them. You know what? I did tell my masons to make more blocks, but I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't assign them. Yeah, see, I didn't assign them to stay in the burrow, so they've probably been out building things as opposed to building blocks. So I'll get them back to work on block making. Back on block duty. Block duty for the blockheads. Alright. Did he build? I think he did, didn't he? He did build out of their helmet. He did, so I have 2 helms. Alright. Let's take a second to just evaluate our wearables situation. Sort by equipment. We're still missing what? Socks? You know, that's probably not a big factor there. I mean, the socks are an issue, but everything else seems to be okay. Ooh, this guy's not. So it does look like we still need basically more of everything. But in the meantime, the question is, if we go to our military, and we head down here, and we find an axe dwarf, any axe dwarf. This guy, let's say. And we go to equipment. Oh, no, go back, go back. There we go. And we give him an iron battle axe. We give him an iron breastplate. Yep, we can't do it yet. We can't do it yet because we do not have the required items. Primarily, I need cloaks. Yeah, so we just don't have enough stuff. So we got to keep building. We just got to keep stocking up. The next caravan that comes, we're definitely going to buy out every piece of cloth they have. What's inaccessible here? Ended a mandate. Okay. Drop off inaccessible. Really? What was it you were trying to drop off? Is it the refuse you're trying to drop off? It looks like it is. Starman stockpile, and there's a few of them. It's the same guy. Inaccessible. Which stockpile are you trying to take it to? Look at that, times 63. Mason, Lecidimish. Right, Mason, Lecidimish. You have no job, because every time you try, so it's got to be food, refuse. Okay. And looking at what you were carrying, farm plot, food, farm plot, are you still carrying it? Inventory, you must be still carrying it. It's the Coyote Mangled Skin. Giant Coyote Mangled Skin. Okay. Where are you trying to take it? Um, can't reach the state, but it should go here, right, skin? 88, so he's tried it a bunch more times. Cancel store item in stockpile, drop off inaccessible. I don't think I've ever seen that. Drop off inaccessible. Oh, right. I understand. I see what happened. Yep. He had already queued up this job and was trying to do it before I assigned him to his burrow. So now he is stuck in his burrow and can't get there to drop the stuff off. So actually, instead of removing him from the burrow, I'm going to leave him in the burrow. What I'm going to do is add to the burrow now. Because I no longer need them to be outside, right? Like, the reason I didn't want them out here is because there was, I was putting that floor in, right? I didn't want them messing around with that floor. But that is not a factor anymore. Oh, no, I didn't want to do this section. There we go. That's not a factor anymore. They can come outside. That's not going to bother me at all. Not in the least. And in fact, it can even cover this area. So it's basically the same as they're being trapped inside burrow. Oh, I didn't realize I had done this. Which is fine. I know they're the same, but that's okay. I basically just don't want him going up here to put stuff on the roof there, right? So if we look, there we go. He is now moving. He is putting stuff, I bet, in the refuse stockpile. It's up here. And that was the thing he was unable to reach before. Okay. And in case you're wondering, you might say, well, why did he even take that job then? The thing is, the item was within his burrow. So he went and got it because he can dump. That's an allowable job for him. So he went and got it and then tried to dump it and said, I'm not quite sure what you want me to do with this. I've come here to pick it up because you asked me to dump it, but I can't get to the place. Ah, here we go. And someone has gone ahead and built the workshop. Okay, I was sure I had glass. Do I not have glass? Come on, I've got a piece of glass somewhere, do I not? Raw green glass, quantity 1. Stocks. Glass is raw green glass right here. So I do have it. Go get it. Or is there something? What else did you want? Metal bars? Oh, I may not have metal bars, but I should soon. No, I have metal bars. I have everything you need, buddy. Go get your supplies. Where, okay. Stocks. Then, let's go to gems, rough gems. Find, search, glass, here we go, raw green glass, zoom. Oh, a guy's carrying it. Put it down, buddy. Somebody needs to get the glass out of that. Is there any in here? No. What about in here? Nope. Here, empty. Here, nope. So what, pray tell, is in this bin? All of my raw glass is in this bin. So this guy needs to put the bin down before the guy can come get them. Alright, fair enough. Now, one thing I am learning from this process is that I am definitely going to need more smelters. Furnace smelter. So I might as well get them built. I realize that they're not going to be able to operate them until I have more people, because I don't have anyone set to do it. But I'm obviously going to need more, so let's go ahead and just get them at least built. Because if I'm not mistaken, this required an architect, and a mason, and all that type of nonsense. Yeah, an architect, and a mason. So I may as well get the workshops built, so that we can kind of half be on our way. All right, who are you, and where are you taking that bin? Animal trainer. Animal trainer. Let's come here. I'm looking for animal trainer. Search. Animal trainer. Here we go. He is storing item in bin. Yeah, but which one? Okay, fine. You want to do it that way? We'll do it this way. Animal trainer. He is storing... But which item? We're never going to know. We're never going to know which item he wants. We're going to die without finding out that information. I'm hoping he just came up here to pick up a cut gem. Oh, but he's raw gems, right. Should you guys not be using the wheelbarrow to bring them? I don't know quite how that happened. Any case, not going to worry about it too much. It is what it is. Can't worry about it now. Alright, so we did manage to finish one bridge. This one is still waiting for an architect. This one's still waiting for an architect. This one is waiting for a mason. That's good. Waiting for an architect and waiting for an architect. So one bridge is done. One bridge is almost done. The floor around the perimeter here is coming along nicely. That's good. Then the floors can start going in. That'll be fantastic as well. We still don't have a dog chained here. I'm gonna do what I did last time. I'm gonna remove it, and I will reassign a dog later. I'm still waiting for more spears to be able to finish that off. I don't know why. I was sure that my math said I had 90, but apparently we didn't. My math could have been wrong, though. I'd be the first to admit I am not flawless. Down here, yeah, all of our storage is going well. All of our workers are working well. I'll be happy when the green glass returns so that our esteemed crazy friend can go get his stuff. And we'll see what fantastic thing he's going to build out of glass. But that's going to be in a future episode. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.